so excited, but oh my god, I actually feel like crying just thinking about that. This is what I'm talking about. I get so emotional. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe that I'm 29 weeks pregnant already and I am officially in my 3rd trimester. In this video I wanted to do a little catch up and just talk about how I've been feeling, symptoms, and just in general about the 3rd trimester and how is it different from the 2nd one. One thing for sure, I became this person who is constantly feeling hot, even though I used to be the exact opposite of that. I will have to put my fan on. I hope it's not going to be too loud. I wrote a few little talking points to make sure I don't miss anything because my memory has been so bad that it's just scary. I don't think I had the best memory before, but now it's clearly just ridiculous. My due date is end of October, but it's something that I'm not really obsessed about. I feel like the baby will come whenever he's ready. I am 29 weeks pregnant, which means I only have 11 weeks left, and that sounds crazy in comparison to the 4th weeks. And as much as this pregnancy has been really challenging and it made it feel much longer, in the same time I feel like everything happened so fast. It feels fast and slow at the same time. I don't know how to explain that better. So this is my 2nd pregnancy, and one thing I can tell you for sure is that in the 3rd trimester your energy levels are going to drop. I'm literally sitting here talking now and I feel out of breath. The other day I went downstairs to get something. I walked up the stairs and I literally felt like I'm having a heart attack. My heart was beating so fast. Your body is just working extra hard, and apart from that I just feel tired literally all day. Every single day I wake up, I have breakfast, and I feel like I'm ready to take a nap, which is very annoying when you have to go to work or you have other things to do. One thing for sure, I do agree that pregnancy tiredness is so different from once your baby is born and you are tired because you're not sleeping enough. I feel like this one might be worse because you have time to sleep and you might actually sleep a lot, but you still feel like you're tired. Sleeping is very difficult as well because it's hard to find a position that's comfortable. I feel so much bigger this time. I think my belly is huge for being 29 weeks only. In my 1st pregnancy I was literally this big the month before I was ready to give birth, which is crazy. I do think that after a while the growth kind of stops for a while, and then I am guessing that in the last month I am going to start growing again, and I am a bit worried because I already feel so uncomfortable, so big. My belly just feels really heavy. Also because I am having a boy this time. My daughter was 2.8 kilograms, which is quite small, and I don't think that's going to be the case this time. There are so many symptoms and I don't want to scare anyone. This could be your 1st pregnancy, your 2nd, 3rd, and they can all be so different. Honestly, this pregnancy has been so different from my 1st one. I don't know if it's because I was younger and my body was just more prepared for pregnancy. I had more energy. I think it has to do with it, but also every pregnancy can be just really different. The funny thing is, when I entered my 3rd trimester, which was about a week ago, I literally felt different. I started feeling the tiredness, being more out of breath. I feel like I'm much hungrier as well. I also traveled twice last month. The first one was a 2-hour train journey and the second one was a flight, which was about 3 hours. But every time I got to my destination I arrived with swollen feet. Foot or feet? I never know. And then it wouldn't go down for the whole duration of my trip. So I have been trying to drink a lot of water, not to eat too salty. I made sure that I don't have high blood pressure to rule out any conditions that might be serious. And yesterday I noticed that it started to swell up again. I don't know for what reason. I just feel like there is always something. It's been tough, but it's worth it. One thing that really helped was wearing compression socks. Apart from that, just try not to sit for too long. Also don't stand or walk too much because that can make it worse. And if you are, let's say, traveling or somewhere where you can't walk around freely, okay, just make sure that you move your feet even if you are sitting. I had had really bad heartburn in my first pregnancy at the end of the pregnancy. Now this time I started taking a medicine because I had very bad heartburn from early on. It didn't matter what I'm eating or any changes I made, nothing helped. So I have been taking this medicine every single day, and honestly I had no heartburn. But now that I'm in my third trimester, it started again. Yesterday it was just so bad. My whole chest, my shoulders, even my back was burning, which is really strange. And I even felt this burning sensation in my jawline. It was just really bad. Another thing I've been experiencing in this pregnancy and not in the first one is rib pain, which actually started, I would say, more than a month ago. Some days are better, some days it's just really bad. It's basically only on the right hand side. Sometimes, usually at night, I feel it on the left hand side as well, and it's really bad when I am trying to sleep, but during the day as well. I could be sitting at work and I just cannot find a position in which my ribs are not hurting. For me, the only thing that helps with this pain is lying down on my back, which I know I'm not supposed to, so I try to avoid that. But a lot of times I wake up and I find myself sleeping on my back. So what I started doing is to put a big pillow, usually it's my pregnancy pillow, behind my back. So if I roll over and I try to sleep on my back, I'm not going to be fully flat. And sometimes that's the only way I can sleep comfortable and I don't have this rib pain. I'm not trying to scare anyone. There are definitely things you can do. There are stretches that feel really good. If you're having pain here, just stretching your arms above your head feels quite good, or doing different exercises. Pregnancy yoga can be really good, which is something I tried. It was my first time ever trying yoga and I actually loved it. And also meeting other pregnant women in your area is a good thing. We always start every class with introducing ourselves and just talking a little bit about how we're feeling, our symptoms, sharing any tips. So I would definitely recommend trying that. I remember being very emotional in the first and the third trimester in my last pregnancy, but I don't remember being this emotional in the last trimester. I can literally cry from the smallest thing. Once I start crying, I just cannot stop. The other day I was on my way to work, I was on the train, only men sitting around me, and I just started crying and I couldn't stop. I was so embarrassed. I put my sunglasses on, but I feel like everyone could tell that I'm still crying. Another thing I didn't really expect is how anxious I am feeling some days. I feel like I need to have everything planned and everything needs to go perfectly. I think a lot about the birth. My mind is constantly working. I am planning, making sure the baby has everything, and I got most of the things for the baby as well. I think I am more nervous than I was with my first one, which is crazy because you would think that I am more experienced now, I know what I'm doing, but I just feel like I forgot everything. Once the baby is born, I probably won't be feeling like this, and I will just know, like, I trust my motherly instincts and to know what's best for him. A winter squash. This is actually going to be the size until week 32, and we have 2 more sizes. The movements of the baby are so much more visible. He is kicking, punching, doing I don't know what in there. His movements are so strong. He does have a pattern. Every morning, even before I wake up, he is up kicking, and every night as soon as I put my head down on the pillow to go to sleep, he starts moving every single time. During the day he's also quite active. It's just something that it's good to keep an eye on. Oh, he literally just kicked now. I just had some chocolate biscuits, so probably that's why. Every time I eat something sweet, he starts to move. So if you don't feel any movement for a long time, it's a good idea to lie down on your left hand side, drink something cold or warm, or eat something sweet and then just wait, because most likely the baby will start moving. The last time I saw my midwife, we checked the baby's heartbeat and she said that he is most likely in a head down position, which is ideal. I want to have a natural birth, so I am happy that he is in a good position. I wanted to talk about my birth plan a little bit, but I realized that I don't want to go into it in this video, and I'm probably going to film another one. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. I have been taking notes on my phone of different things I want to add to to my birth plan. I have loads of things on it already. I am very specific with the things I want and things I want to avoid. So if you guys want to see a separate video on that, please let me know and I am going to film one. My appetite is huge. I feel like I was eating quite a lot already. I haven't really had any cravings during this pregnancy, apart from wanting to eat a lot of fruit. Most days I don't want to eat a proper meal and I just want to have some fruit instead. I'm not actually craving anything unhealthy. When I wake up in the morning, I am actually starving. I feel like I need to eat straight away. If not, I'm going to throw up, which doesn't actually happen. You just feel like that. I'm not really checking my weight. I think I checked it twice during this whole pregnancy. I don't even know why. I'm not that interested. I can tell just looking at my body that obviously I put on a bit of weight, but it's not too much, so I am not worried. When I was pregnant for the first time 8 years ago, the midwife used to check my weight at every single appointment. They don't do that anymore, which I think is better, unless the mom is overweight or there are some health concerns. I had a midwife appointment not too long ago and I am going to have one more scan at the beginning of October. In total, you have 3 scans in the UK if everything is going well. I am always very excited about going for a scan and seeing the baby and making sure that he's okay. One thing I noticed is that the scans are much clearer now. Even though it's not a 3D scan, I feel like I can see his little face a little bit, the shape of his nose, his mouth, which is just adorable. I feel like he is just the cutest little thing. I already mentioned this a little bit, but I feel like I have been a little bit more anxious in this pregnancy. I just think this is kind of like a mom thing. Your brain is constantly working, you are planning things. I'm someone who loves to have a to-do list and tick things off. I am struggling to even relax sometimes when I have nothing to do. I always feel like I need to be doing something, working on something, getting things done around the house, or just preparing for the baby somehow. I just feel like I need to learn how to relax, to do nothing, to just take care of myself and really slow down. If you guys have any tips for other moms or for me, anything to do with the pregnancy, the birth, please leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon.